start with just a little breath to come into the space. So we're going to put one hand on the belly, just below the belly button there on the squishy bit. Let it relax. And one hand is going to go on the heart space here. And you can keep your eyes open, have a soft gaze, or just close them just for a minute or two while we just come back to a bit of peace, a bit of breath, a bit of gentle movements. We're going to feel the belly moving, feel the chest rising. Maybe feel a little bit of shoulder sinking and relaxing. Might notice that little bit of pressure or the skin contact on the belly there, on the chest, touching the clothing, or maybe having a bit of contact with the skin. Notice the feet and the contact you've got with the ground or your socks, or maybe you're still in bed or touching a bit of carpet. Just notice that little bit of contact the feet are having. Draw the head a tiny bit closer into that big blue sky. Notice how much more space you've got in the chest, down the spine. I'm going to do 3 more slightly bigger belly breaths, letting a bit of any tension that's built up maybe in the shoulders or the neck. Leave the body with those exhales. On your final breath out, just have a little move or wiggle or slow come back to the space. Just gonna let the cat out. Oh no, it's the dog. Come on in. Where did you go outside? You go. Barney. Okay, you need to go in the house. Thank you. So hi Maddie, just joined us. We were just doing a tiny bit of breath there, and then we're going to go into a bit of a flow and we'll chat after. I think it's Maddie who joined.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to sort of do a little bit of a ballet, a few ballet postures today, but they don't have to be rigid and tall like ballet. They can actually be a bit more of the most chilled out ballet that you've probably ever seen where teachers would be poking your elbows, but I want those elbows to be soft and I want those shoulders to be soft and we're barely hanging in there. Excellent. We're directing chi into the belly. We're going to wake the belly up. This is our body point. Lovely. We're going to do 3 open and closes here, and you can match the breath if you feel comfortable. So when I expand out, I can draw in. And exhale, coming back in. Lovely. 2 more. Opening the body out. And draw in. Open. Expand the whole body out. And draw back into that space. And just have a breath there. And then we're going to draw up to the chest a little bit higher, but still a little bit of softness to those postures. We're going to open up the heart space now. So we're going to direct a little bit of chi into that space. It's our power center here. And whenever you're ready, just match your own breath or capabilities today. Open. And draw in. Open the chest, open the heart. And draw in. One more. And bring it in. One breath there, just to soften. Let tension go. And then we're going to direct into the middle of the forehead, but hold the hands wherever they're good. If they need to be lower for this or touching, we're going to just open and close here so it can look however it looks for you. Open and close. Expand the whole of the mind there and draw it back in a bit. And open. Lovely. Draw back into the head. We're just going to give that a tiny little massage before we go down on that third eye. Yin Tang is the proper name. I don't know if I've ever said that in front of you guys before, but that's the actual pressure point. If any of you do follow acupressure and meridian lines. Lovely. And then let's take it down to the heart space and just give the chest a little massage. So we're getting a little bit of physical contact with this space as well as sort of mental contact. Lovely. You can bring it down to the belly. Just a little bit of a belly massage there, somewhere between the belly button. Du Chi is the one for that point there in the belly button. And then you can soften out and have a little wiggle, a little relax. Okay, everyone good? Okay, I'm going to let the arms float up to the chest. Lovely, fingertips raise up. And we're going to go for a push outwards, push this invisible wall here, a little bit of tension and stretch. And then I want you to soften everything, soften hands, soften elbows, soften shoulders and draw in. And I'm not drawing in all the way, just a little half that distance, pushing out, letting those palms guide a little bit of this movement and softening. Drawing in. Let's do a couple with breath if you're comfortable. So I'm going to breathe in and out. In Last one. Push. And soften, draw in. Lovely. Take it back out to the front. And we're going to go out to the sides. We're going to push. And then we're going to draw in. Push. Draw in. Just one more. Push. Draw in. Then come back out. We're going to let the palms scoop and turn so they face the sky. Lovely. And then we're going to scoop above the head. It's our last ballet posture. Pour a little bit of chi down through the top of the head. Lovely. Take a breath and then draw palms down with the exhale. We're going to pause for breath and then we're going to do that again. Take a breath. Okay, let hands relax. We're going to scoop above. Another chi shower. Take a breath and then breathe. Then pause for a breath or just a moment. I'll do it one more time. Open. Scoop up. Above the head. Little chi shower. And then bring the palms down. Lovely. And you can pause with the hands anywhere you like, maybe on the belly or just the thighs or sides if you have a little wiggle. Have a little check-in now. And plenty of drinks in between here if you guys are getting hot. Is anyone on their hydration supplements or tablets? Yeah, it's always good to, I've let that slip. That's why I'm like, is anyone else doing it? Because I myself have let it slip the last week or two. And now I'm like, we need to all just think about that again. Okay. So how are those arms doing? Can you handle a little bit more? Yeah. Okay, so we do it slightly differently this time. I'm like breaking it up a little bit more. So we're going to float the arms up. Palms raise up. This time we're going to open and then draw back in. The palms come back in. So it doesn't have to go all the way. Just like if you imagine you're just like opening some curtains, like these are the curtains for like the mind. We're just going to like, a little bit of openness to the mind there. Lovely. Draw back in. Let's do it 2 more times. Open. A nice clearing. Close. Softening. 1 more time. Open. And draw back in. Lovely. We're going to go all the way out to the horizon now. So just have a little stretch out there. Lovely. And then we're going to go up. And this is probably the biggest stretch, I would say, this one. So if it feels uncomfortable, just bring the fingers in. Down. It's like a really big fascia stretch across the like wrists and down. 1 or 2 more times, whatever you've got in you. Last one. Bring it down, let the hands scoop, and we go above the head. or just to the third eye space, and bring palms down. Lovely. Pause there for a breath or so. Gonna scoop up again. You can make it a lot smaller if you like now. Just above the head, draw in a bit of chi down the body. Lovely. Have a breath. And just one more time, scoop up, shower down, and bring palms down. Lovely, and you can just rest them on the belly for a moment. We're just going to have 30 seconds or a minute just to come back to the breath. Or if you loved that one with one hand on the heart, feel free to do that. I'm just going to keep mine on the belly for now. Just let those arms recover. Appreciate a bit of that openness of mind that we might have just created. One more big belly breath just to release any discomforts. And you can have a little wiggle or a move or a little walk, anything just to bring yourself into optimal comfort and relaxation. Awesome. You got up for doing a tiny bit with the feet and legs, and then we'll just do a little bit more with the hands at the end there. Just don't want to do too many hands next to each other. Okay, so we're going to go for drawing the knee up, if we can handle this. So my feet are going between the floor, just up a little way really, just so I can get that knee to raise and take it down. One more time, just so we can practice engaging the core there to help with this lift. And draw it down. Okay, we're going to do 3 on the other side. So we're going to raise the knee up and take it down. Lovely. 2 more. Lovely. Just very nice and controlled. Engaging all those little muscles. Perfect. Now, I don't know if you guys, I can't see everyone's bottom half, so I don't know exactly how much space you've all got, but this one you could either do up, or if you've got the space and capabilities, you could take it out to the side if you want to make this also a hip opener, but you can do it just in front here. So we're going to lift up, and if you want to open the hip, you can. Okay, but we're all going to go for some kind of point wherever we've got to. So I'm going to point the toes out. Lovely. Try and point them into the earth. And then I'm going to try and point the toes towards me. So I'm going to be pushing the heel out. Toes up. Toes down. Toes up. One more. Toes down. Heel push, push with the heel, bring the toes in. Lovely. Take it back out. And then you can bring it down, slide it into wherever it's comfortable to be and have a little wiggle. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And then we're going to go for the other side. So either in front or take it out. So check your positioning. You've got good hips, the spine's happy. Relax the shoulders, relax the jaw. Lovely. This bit's working. This bit doesn't necessarily have to do as much. Let's draw it up. I'm going to take mine out just so I can get that little extra hip motion. And I'm going to point that toe. Lovely. And then heel. Push out with the heel. Going to get a big stretch at the back there. Bring the toes in to point towards that third eye point. Lovely. Toes point. And push with the heel. Bring the toes back. One more. Point. And then heel. Toes towards you. Oh, it's a good stretch. Point it back out and bring it back in. Have a little move of those hips. A wiggle if you need to. Okay, we're going to go for a slightly similar. It's just going to be like a circle on each side now. So either keep with the side you're happy with or alternate whenever you like. We're going to do one on each side. So I'm going to go back to my original. Draw up. I was enjoying that hip opener, so I'm going to add that in. I'm going to point out, and then I'm going to be drawing a circle with the toe. Okay. So I'm making a circle. It's opening up the ankle, but you'll probably feel it up the whole hip and leg and thigh if you really think about it. I think this is just distracting you. And then reverse it. Lovely. I'm always going for at least 3 on each side. Point it out and then take it down, slide it back to wherever it was happy. Have a little wiggle. Awesome. So we're just going to do that on the other side, and then that's the legs done. Hips, feet, ankles, all happy today. And draw up. Take it out. And a point. Lovely. And some kind of shape. Actually, mine looks pretty circular today. This looked very unusual when I did it recently. It was not a circle at all. So we're drawing some kind of circular shape, maybe a spiral, then reverse it. Oh wait, no, it's got much worse now. Okay. Oh dear. And draw it down, slide it back. Awesome. Have a little wiggle, a little move around if you need to. I'm just going to check the time. Okay, awesome. So just a tiny bit more with the arms, but we're not really going to be going above head and shoulder height too much, so it shouldn't be too potsy triggering. We are going to have one hand either cupped at the belly or on the belly or anywhere else that it's happy, to be honest. And then the other hand is going to cup. Let's say it's coffee this morning, something with some extra juice, maybe some like serious chi coffee that we need to like definitely get in us. It's going to power us for the entire rest of the day. So this is our precious coffee here. And we're going to take it out to the side and maybe just offer it to our fellow. You guys look awesome because it literally looks like you're giving it to each other. I have to share this recording with me. Pass the chi coffee to your fellow screenmate there. Just offer him a bit of that lovely energy for the day. Ah, beautiful. And then draw it back in nice and carefully. Lovely. Bring it to the front. Just check you've still got some left because you're going to take it out to your other screenmate, although most of you are not facing someone. And just offer it out there. Lovely. And draw it back. And then we're going to bring that hand down. We can squish any leftover coffee into the belly and scoop up with the other hand. Perfect. And then let's take it out. Gonna take that precious chi out to the side, offer it. I've got an Incredible Hulk over there, so I'm gonna offer mine to Incredible Hulk. See what you can find. And then draw it back in nice and controlled. Lovely. Check in with your palm there. This side's not going quite as well. And I'm going to take it out, offer it to this side. Lovely. And draw it back in. And we're going to bring the other hand up and we're going to share the load. Share the coffee. And we're going to take it up. It can be the full, a little bit higher and just on to the cosmos. And draw back down. We're going to do that 2 more times. The final one will finish on a lotus with the hands there. So we're going to take it up. Last one. Draw down. Offer a little bit to the mind, the heart, and the body. Lovely. And then this time we're going to join up. The hands are going to rise, but they're going to go into a lotus flower. The final one. Flower into the sky. Lovely. Take an inhale. On the exhale, you can circle the arms down. Everything be soft. Have one more little breath or wiggle. And then maybe a little shake out today would be nice. That'll bring a little bit more energy and flow. Help that lymph move around as well, which is best in the morning. That will really help you out.